kept trying to tell yourself, you kept trying to convince me, you kept trying to convince the crowd, the panel, everyone that's watching, that there was something about your team. No, there's nothing about your team. You man are rubbish. Imagine drawing to FC20. The fact that you've got the kahunas to even show your face shows me that you as a person, you're a disgrace, bro. You are a disgrace. As for me, the reason why I turned up is because this is it. After this week, I'm letting people know. Let everyone know that Cass is my admin. I'm going to be sending you on errands. You know, I need a drink. I'm feeling a little bit parched. You know what I mean? I need something at the post office. Do you know what I'm saying? Can you order me some food from Deliveroo? That's the sort of things. I'm giving you jobs to do, bro. Because this Man United thing, this obsession, I told you. You know what was even worse, guys? I told this brother that when I watch Man United, I got to go back to 1992, 1993. When I'm seeing David Beckham scoring from the halfway line, just to kind of psych myself up, because we can't draw upon this Amsterdam Schiphol. These men are Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. You get me? And Ajax United, Ajax in the past, Ajax in the present, Ajax in the future. This brother can't find the player unless they've got a connection with Ajax. You already knew. Then you've got problems. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not going to lie. For those of you in the chat thinks I'm chatting rubbish, you know, you can see with your eyes that this is the dustiest Man United team we've ever seen. And I can tell you now comfortably, that's them. The era of Man United was gone. It went with Fergie time, Cantona, the greats. It went with them. And when you deep it, though, let's go back. And a lot of people are going to think I'm disrespecting it. Man United have always been this dusty. Let me explain. Why they've always been this dusty. They were really overachieving with their squads. Roy Keane was a basic player. Technically very basic. Yes, side to side, but there was nothing else there. Fletcher, very basic. Lee Sharp, basic. Dennis Cohen, basic.
Whoa.
Basic. Brother. But what he was able to do, Fergie was either a madman or he was a magician. Do you get me? Because he was able to sprinkle something on basic guys and win. And we thought, right, this is a team. Take out the wizard, take out the magician, you still got basic guys, and now you're getting basic results. This is Ben United. What are we doing? What are we doing? Do you get me? So for me, I'm just saying this. All right. People can call it what they want. Man United fans are going to get upset. But I told you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. As for me, after Cass, that's it. After we slap you, man, this weekend, that's it. We're done. The way I'm going to be speaking to you is I'm going to be giving you instruction.
It's my youth.
Instruction. Look. I don't want you to get me wrong by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not here to troll Man United because you man are in the mud. I'm here to try and wake you man up. The truth of the matter is, Man United is footballing heritage. Do you get me? When we think Man United, we remember yesteryear. We remember the good old days. Do you know what I'm saying? When you guys used to be something, when people used to fear you. But what I can't stand and what I won't have, and I'm going to help you, Cass, every time you do this, I will slap your face, is I'm not going to allow you to lower your standards. Let me be real. No, because Cass was here two seasons ago shaking his bum for a Carabao. This is a team that has won the Champions League, now shaking his bum for a Carabao. Even Chelsea wouldn't shake their bum for a Carabao. Last season, I said to Cass, the most disgraceful comment I heard from Ten Hag was at the end of the FA Cup final, when he came out with chest and went, that's what I do. That's what I do. I win trophies. Is he a madman? These brothers took 14 L's in the season. The most L's they've ever had. Double figures. And his hair pumping his chest like he done something special. FA Cup is not good enough for Man United. It's not good enough for any top six side, in my opinion. FA Cup. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to wake United fans up and say, let's get back to where you're supposed to be. Minimum, you should be challenging for a Champions League. Minimum, you should be winning. You should be doing doubles. You know what I mean? FA Cup shouldn't be trophies you should be heralding. FA Cup should be trophies that you just pick up. Right now, I want to ask this question to the panel. Does any of you think that Man United will lose games less than double figures? Because right now, I think that Man United could hit double figures in terms of L's again. And especially if they get slapped up by Tottenham this weekend, that would be their third L in 6 games. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? That's how far these men used to lose 3 or 4 games max in a season. Now we're talking about 3 L's in 6 games. It's called standards, and I'm trying to help.
I pull up Deji. I mean, he's just said everything. I was gonna try to come in and be a little bit trolly, but now I've got to be a little bit more balanced than ever. I mean, Deji, round of applause. Round of applause. Simple.
All around, apart from in the middle. Do you get what I'm saying? Because Manu, for me, when I think about Manu, and imagine this, back in the day, we would say how many players would get into Man United. I'm having to say today, on the eve of Spurs Man United this weekend, how many Man United players get into Spurs? Legitly. Like, apart from Manu, who else gets into the Spurs team? That's why they're a big fat ring donut, to be honest with you. And it's very, 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 very sad.
Is it? No.
Performer. But I don't know, man. Most of your squad,
like you said, if you were a footballer and you were at Man United, could you where's the, I watched them the other day. I was watching Garnacho in the first half a little bit against Crystal Palace, and he was running hard. And I kept thinking to myself, he's a professional. That is what you call professional. You know your surroundings is dusty. You don't believe in anyone in your team. You don't really have any confidence in winning, but you're going to do your job. Those players are just doing a job. I'm going to run up and down so that I can keep my wages coming in. Because let's be real, I was listening that they were saying that Ahmad is holding out for a new contract. These brothers have they've just cottoned on to the whole mess of Man United. Ahmad could probably get 150, 160 grand per week because he's at United. But any other club, he's under 100 grand a week. So these brothers are overpaying for average play. How could Rashford be on more money than Kane? 300 bags a week.
Now he's retired.
That is crazy. That means even me, let me tell you now, even me, I would want to be at United. Me, right now. Because I'll get decent peace. I'll run up and down. I'll put my shorts on. I'll put my socks on and I'll stretch. Do you get me? I'll stretch in the pitch and I'll run up and down. Because these man, they're madmen. So you know what? If you can't beat them, join them. Take your peas and run. That's what these brothers are doing. That's what United have become. They're just, people just give away food. And that's part of the reason why they're dusty. I agree with you, bro. They need to start again. As for Ten Hag, a manager that who's so fixated on where he's from that he can only take players from the same spot. Literally about 90% of players have a connection with Ajax. Crikey, from when you can't see that the world is bigger than Ajax. Have you been to Amsterdam? It's not very big. Do you get what I'm saying? You can drive the country in a day, like that. Yeah. So from time, and Amsterdam is in Holland. So from when you're just fixed in that little pot down in the Belma, you got problems. And that's what it is.
Van Nistelrooy for the time being until they can work out who it needs to be. That's the one. You're United. If I'm United, I'm going for someone whose ambition outweighs the club. Go pay the peas and go get me Ange. Because that guy don't deserve to be at Tottenham. Because the difference is at United, it's the manager and not the players. At Tottenham, it's the players, not the manager. Because he's got to work with absolute crap. 2 kids that come in, a guy who looks like Justin Bieber, fam. They ain't got a clue how to kick ball, really. And guess what they gave him? Dominic Solanke and nothing else. He has to work with Richarlison, Timo Werner, the wrong mixed race shoot from Nottingham Forest, and also the one that he has to play in the middle called Kulusevski, who is now taking Maddison's position, who he favours. That's how dusty it is. Go and get your manager, bro. That's my manager, not your manager. That you don't even want him.
If you guys are ready to give us 200 mil, you can have him.
I'll be realistic.
200 million for
200 million. I might as well buy your club because that's
Look,
what it's worth.
If Man United can pay Rashford 300 grand, if you don't ask, you don't get. You know what I'm saying? These men are crazy anyway. Do you get me? Ahmad is out here waiting for a contract above 150 grand a week. He's just started kicking ball.
I'm tired. I'm tired of coming on the stream pretending that everything's all right. I'm tired, bro.
I've had enough.
I've had enough.
Cass said something that's quite.
I've had enough, man. It's hyping up mid. Like I'm bored of it now, man.
Cass has said something that's quite poignant. He said, "I'm not being cooked." That in itself, that statement in itself, is very alarming. The reason why the panelists are not cooking you is because we are pitying you. We don't like to see you like this. We don't like to see your club like this. Believe it or not,
I do.
We actually want Man United to be competitive. You know, like in a weird way.
I don't.
None of us are enjoying this. Unless you're a Liverpool fan. I'm not enjoying seeing Man United like this. I'm not enjoying the fact that Tottenham's going to Old Trafford and they're the favourites this weekend. I'm not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying the fact that every time I come on the show with Cass, I have to ignore him. I don't like that. I feel awkward.
Cancerous to the team right now. Which one is it?
See, Mons, when people ask me before, how can you disrespect the cat? This all started 2 years ago. Yeah, let me tell you how it started.
Here we go.
When Man United won the Carabao Cup, Cass on this channel shook his bum so violently it hurt.
Oh, bro.
And I warned him. I said, Cass, don't shake your bum violently for this trophy.
What? Are you saying Cassie B?
It signals disaster.
Are you saying
he said, no, Dej, when you win a trophy, you bring in a winning mentality. Remember that conversation, Mons? You remember it?
Oh, do you know what? I remember because he said, Dej, he said, don't speak to me unless you speak fluent trophy. I speak fluent trophy.
Yeah, you remember that? I remember. And I tried to help. That's the thing. When I tried to help, people look at me and I said, bro, if this is the standard that you're shaking your bum for, I feel sorry for what happens next. Then, last season, we saw Cass do it again. He now shook his bum violently to the left. Said, Dej, I told you we've done 2 in 2. I said, bro, you've got a Carabao, you've got a FA Cup, you're Man United. These are not your standards. But if this is what you think you've become, all right. But you're going to see the true level of why I don't accept these dusty trophies. Now today, Mons is telling us, literally just a month into the season, that these brothers are languishing around 8th or 11th average players. We're not sure if Man United will finish 9th. Can you imagine that? You know, let me tell you how diabolical this whole situation is, and it's pissing me off, to be honest. I'm vexed. I can't do a combined 11 with Man U. I'm now telling Cass, go and do a combined 11 with West Ham. Go and do it. Let's see. Which one is going to have more players? Can you imagine this? When I was trying to help, who's going to have more in the combined? West Ham or United? This is interesting. Can we do it? Can we do it later?
I know Paqueta, Bowen, Somerville got shouts. They all got shouts. Kudus got a shout.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Would they man have shouts still?